This video is sponsored by Format. Format is a web portfolio for basically any sort of artist, whether you're a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, filmmaker, you name it. So where are we right now, Zark?
Brimstone National Park. Brimstone or Brimstone?
Brimstone. What is it, Nick? Brimstone? Brimstone?
Brimstone.
Brimstone. So we are at one of the four corners of the planet right now. And as you can tell, it's incredibly windy. Maybe you can't hear me. I think if I go a little bit closer to the microphone, you might, look at all of this stuff. Look at all these rocks. This is Canada, right?
Canada, eh?
We're on a cross-country road trip right now with Nick, Zark, and Samia. I think it's wise and important to teach you guys some of the most important things that I've started traveling with, especially with like higher endurance trips. So whether it's mountain climbing, doing like crazy hikes like this, what are some key things that I'm starting to put in my bag and starting to put on my bag that help these trips way more? One of the things that I think that you should start traveling with is Nick over here. So one of the things that I would recommend you guys start traveling with if you're doing a lot of like endurance traveling, whether that's like hiking up mountains, doing long trips, is one of these LaCie. It's not LaCie, funny enough, it's called LaCie. And this is one of their DJI hard drives. Now this is for actually pretty much transferring any file out there, not just for DJI products. So basically what it does is if you just plug in any sort of SD card, memory card, or whatever footage, even if it's off of your cell phone, you plug it into here and then you just press a button on the side and that starts to transfer your footage. This is now going to be my sidekick on pretty much every single trip from this point forward, because it does, like, you'll be in places like this and you'll need to transfer your footage over, and having just this hard drive with you at all times is just amazing. Then you're not focusing on, oh my god, okay, yeah, I gotta go and like delete these 10 clips so I can get this shot. You dump it and then you're ready to go. Anyway, this is like a total game changer. This is 2 terabytes of storage too. This is a 2 terabyte hard drive. So this actually replaces all of my tiny hard drives as well. And it also charges your cell phone and whatever little knickknacks you have that takes USB. So right now it's at 24% of the transfer. So I'm just gonna leave this over here. Oh yeah, it's also shockproof. Sammy's gonna play with it and gonna keep shooting.
You're causing all the troubles buried in my head. What was I supposed to do? I was barely standing when you fell into my arms again. Walking down these roads.
Today we're at Nova Scotia, flying drones, looking at tourists. So we're here in Peggy's Cove, which is this beautiful little gem of a place in Nova Scotia. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is it's kind of like the Niagara Falls of Nova Scotia. It is very busy with tourists. So Zark and I have kind of found our little more secluded little area in this place that's a little less trampled by tourists and just, I don't know, a little more remote. But the one thing that I want to talk about, my next item of things that I think you should travel with, or things that I've started traveling with this year, and especially on this trip across Canada, is my Peak Designs clip. Now, this thing is, for me, a total game changer when it comes to just shooting more and having my gear more accessible. First thing, this video is not sponsored by Peak Design. I'm not making any money off of this. It's just personal opinion. But basically, it's this quick release plate that you have on your camera bag. So basically, whenever, let's say, you're in a remote location, you need to pull out your camera, or basically in any location, you just go click, pop it out, and boom, you're ready to go. And let's say you got your shot, you pop it back onto your bag. Now, the reason why this clip is so handy, I think, for most shooting is the fact that us traveling videographers and filmmakers, whenever we're traveling, we see something really beautiful, we have to like stop and take our camera bag out. And honestly, accessibility and saving time is probably one of the most valuable assets when it comes to traveling and shooting on the road. There have been countless times where basically I just pull out my phone instead of my camera because I didn't want to miss the moment. having this clip here allows me to just pull out my camera whenever I need to. Like literally it's like, okay, here's the moment, boom, take out my camera, capture the shot. Spent like 80 bucks and I would say it has saved me a ton of time and allowed me to capture more moments when they've happened rather than just on my phone. I've been able to pull out my actual good camera and capture some nice stuff.
When you fell into my arms again, you fell.
So my final item, the last thing I'm gonna bring up on the things that I have started traveling with. I actually haven't started traveling with this. This is the thing that I've traveled with for quite a bit, and this is my water bottle. Now my water bottle is kind of my companion. I have traveled everywhere with it. In fact, I've probably traveled more places with my water bottle than I have with my camera, which is crazy. I know you guys are like, well, that's not gear, that's not stuff you, well, the thing is, this is so crucial, it is so helpful, so handy, and while I know you're probably wanting to invest lots of money in a bunch of different gear, having a solid water bottle with you when you're traveling anywhere is just so crucial. And it's also like, the amount of water bottles we use, like plastic ones, while we travel is ridiculous. And it is completely silly, especially if you're traveling in places, let's say like Canada. There's no real reason to travel with plastic water bottles. Get yourself something like this. I carry my coffee in it, my water in it, basically any sort of liquids that they go into here. Lastly, before we go, this video is sponsored by Format. Format is a portfolio building web designer. If you guys are interested in creating a slick portfolio website, I recommend playing around with Format. I've tinkered with it. I love the designs that I've been playing around with and creating for myself personally. You can use Format's unique themes, layouts, templates, drag and drop your flavor to create a perfectly customizable representation of who you are. And if you guys want to just try this out, no strings attached, you can try it for free with a 2-week trial, plus you can get 25% discount by using the link in the description below. But anyway, we're heading out, we're leaving, and yeah, check this out. This is gonna be our new home for the next month. Wow, check this out, ready? This is us, this is where we're going.